Hi everyone, it's Danny and today I'm filming my July favourites and I really cannot believe that it's August. I know everyone says that every month, but I finished school over a month ago now and I just feel like the time has gone so fast and I've done hardly anything. But I still have some favourites to show you, even though in this month I did buy mostly clothes because obviously I'm on summer, so I need more clothes to wear, and I'm going to be starting college, so I'm going to need more clothes for that. So this month was very clothing orientated and I really am loving a lot of the clothing pieces I got, but I haven't yet filmed my fashion haul, so I don't really want to include them in this video, but you can check out some of my summer fashion essentials in my summer edit fashion part 3, which I'll link below along with the rest of the summer edit. Because I did do the summer edit, I didn't really want to include too many of the things I included in them videos in this video, but there are some things which were in them videos that are in this video because I really do love them and they're new discoveries, so I thought I'd mention them to you all the same. There are also some rediscoveries, which are always great because it means you're getting use out of products that you already own rather than spending loads more money on things which you don't really need. So I'll just get into the favourites now, and I'll start off with skincare because I've really been loving skincare lately, and I do only have 2 things to show you for skincare, which is strange, but I think it's because my skincare has been a lot lighter where it's been summer, and I did do a whole video on my summer skincare essentials, but there is one thing which I recently discovered and I've been loving it. It's the Origins of Perfect World Antioxidant Cleanser, and I don't really usually use foaming cleansers, but during the summer I do really like using them because of how refreshing they are. So because my other one was running low, I picked this one up about a month ago and I do really like it. It's an antioxidant cleanser, so it does make my skin feel very clean and refreshed, and I do think it's cleaned up my skin a little bit because I have been getting less spots than usual, which is quite strange but also good because towards the beginning of summer when I wasn't using this I was getting quite a few spots because of how oily and congested my skin was getting. It also helps to purify your skin and get rid of any free radicals, which is always good, and it's good for anti-aging, dehydrated skin, things like that. So it's definitely aimed at my sort of skin type because I have sort of normal to dehydrated skin. So I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a foaming cleanser but you usually find them too stripping or they don't clean your skin enough or anything like that, and this one also smells amazing. The next skincare thing was also in my summer essentials, so I'm sorry, but they are both quite recent discoveries, and the next thing I'm going to show you is the Nude Pro Genius Treatment Oil, and I won this on a giveaway from Nouvelle Daily, which is Kate from Ghost Party's online magazine, and it's really amazing. There's so much on there, and it's got fashion, beauty, lifestyle, health, things like that, and I love reading it, so I definitely recommend you check them out, and I will link it in the down bar along with Kate's blog and everything. So anyway, yeah, I won this in one of their giveaways and I was so happy because I was thinking to buy it but I wasn't sure because I already have the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate, but since I've been using it, it's just really improved my skin. It's just so luxurious to use. It's much thicker than the Kiehl's, which I actually quite like because I feel like it's doing more to my skin and it takes a bit longer to sink in, so it does really moisturise my skin, and it doesn't smell the best but it is quite natural, so that's probably the reason for that, and it does have a lot of really good ingredients in it and I feel like it really nourishes my skin and repairs it and also helps to keep it clear, things like that. So I definitely recommend this if you have sort of congested skin or dehydrated skin or sort of dull lackluster skin, because it has really just improved the overall quality and brightness of my skin. On to makeup, and starting with base is a foundation which I bought for prom and I actually really love it, and it's the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I wore this to prom and I've also worn it a few other times. Other than that, I don't wear it all that often because it is quite expensive, and where it has no SPF I do like to save it for sort of evenings and photo taking times when I don't really need an SPF with it. So I do really recommend this foundation if you do use flash photography a lot or you go out at night a lot, because it's just so lovely. It has a really good coverage. I would say it's about a medium coverage, but it can be builded up or you can probably sheer it out a little bit. So it's a very versatile foundation and the shades are great. This shade is my perfect match and I picked it online, which is amazing because that never really works, but I am really impressed with it and it lasted such a long time on my skin. I would say it lasted a good 8 hours on my skin and I was getting a bit hot at prom, so I definitely think it was a good foundation choice. I also really like it paired with my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector to give it a bit of SPF if I'm going to be wearing it in the day, and that just gives it a little bit extra glow. On its own, I would say it's sort of a satin finish. It's not really luminous, but it's not matte. It's just very skin-like, but with a little bit of added luminosity. The next base I've been using quite a lot, but for some reason it wasn't in my summer essentials, and I think that's because I included the Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Tinted Balm, but this is kind of similar but kind of not, and it's the Dior Nude BB Cream, and this is amazing because although it doesn't really have any skincare benefits, it is a really nice light hydrating base, and it just keeps my skin feeling really nice and not tight and not oily. It just keeps it looking how it did in the morning, and it's sort of a satin finish, I would say. It's not matte, but it's not luminous, and it has quite good coverage for a BB cream. I would say it's sort of light to medium coverage, and it does really cover everything. I would say this is quite pink toned, but once you blend it into your skin you can't really tell. Like whenever I wear this, although it is pink toned on application, it just blends into my skin even though it's quite yellow toned. I have the darkest shade, which is a bit annoying because I'm only an NC35 in MAC, so if you are darker than me you might struggle to get a good match, but they do have a nude tan range which I think is a little bit darker and a little bit more yellowy, so I do really want to try one of them out actually because they are much more glowy and bronzy. Next up is a product that I do really like and I use it a lot, but I seem to forget how much I like it, so I never include it in favourites, and it's the Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer. I have the shade Natural, which is sort of my perfect match, if not maybe a little bit too dark, but once it's blended in it looks fine, and this is very yellow toned, which is good for my skin, and it also does correct your redness and dark circles a little bit, so it's really nice for that. I can just take it away with me to my boyfriends or whatever and not worry about a different concealer because it does my under eyes, it does blemishes, it does correcting, it just does everything, and I don't find it to be cakey at all, and it doesn't really crease all that much. It does crease a tiny bit, but it is quite thick, but if you apply it quite lightly then it's very minimal. I also love that it has a mirror with it, so it's great for touch-ups on the go, and I do like to use this if my foundation's fading a little bit in patches. Just blend it out with my finger to cover up them patches and make my skin look a lot more refreshed and done. This next product is a new bronzer love, and I got this because I do love my Clarins bronzer from the Splendorous Summer collection, but it's limited edition, so I don't really want to risk breaking it or finishing it too quickly because it is such a lovely bronzer. So I wanted to find another one that I could take to my boyfriends with me and just carry in my bag and things like that, and just use it when I don't really want to use the other one. And so I ended up getting NARS Laguna bronzer, and I really love it. It is this colour, and I like it because it's sort of like a brownie colour, but it's not too ashy and it's not too warm. It's just somewhere in the middle, and it just really warms up your face. And I would say it has the minimalist of shimmers in it. Like, I've used it for contouring and bronzing today and it works perfectly fine, so I love it for that reason because I can just take it away to my boyfriends or anywhere and use it as a two-in-one product. I also love the fact that it has a huge mirror because it's great for when I'm doing my makeup on the go, or if I need to touch up any of my makeup, because it means I always have a mirror handy. Carrying on with cheeks, and this one's a rediscovery, and I just reached for this in my collection one day because I was doing quite a smoky eye and I just wanted a sort of light peachy pinky blush to throw on just to liven up my cheeks a bit without being too distracting, and I ended up reaching for this one and I've been wearing it sort of non-stop ever since. And it's the Natural Collection blush in Peach Melba, and this is great because it's about $1.99, but it's such a lovely blush. It's a kind of dusty pinky colour but with a little bit of peach in it, which makes it suit my skin tone really well because I don't really wear pinks too much. I think peaches suit me a lot more, but this is somewhere in the middle and I just find it very wearable. It just gives my cheeks a little bit of colour without being too much, and it just really livens up my face if it looks a bit dull. For $1.99 I think the pigmentation is really good on these blushes, and they don't feel powdery or cakey at all, and they don't really go patchy throughout the day, and I do think they last quite a long time on the cheeks. Moving on, and another thing which I've been loving recently is my MAC quad, and this is obviously made by me so you can't really buy these four colours in this quad, but I'll let you know what colours they are. I've got Grain, Embark, Woodwinked and Brun, and I love all four of these colours. I put this quad together because I do have a bigger MAC palette, but I wanted one that I could just take away with me and carry around for sort of all purposes. I've been using this colour the most, and this is Brun, and I use this for my brows, and I've actually been reaching it for it a lot more than my MAC Spiked brow pencil because I find it looks a bit more natural and it lasts a lot longer because it's a powder and it's just a little bit quicker to apply. So I really do like it, and it's just a perfect sort of ashy dark brown shade, and I think it would suit most brunette people. And then Woodwinked is a really nice all over the lid colour, and then I just put a little bit of Embark in the crease and blend it out. And Grain I would say is my least used because it isn't very pigmented, but it is quite nice just to wash all over the lid if I'm using a bold lip colour, just to add a little bit of shimmer to my eyelids, or it's nice as a brow bone highlight. Another eye thing which I love, and I think I've spoken about this before, is the Clinique Chubby Stick for Eyes in Full of Fudge. And I take sort of this and this away with me to my boyfriends or anywhere because it just means the possibilities are endless for eye makeup looks. This is just sort of a gorgeous bronzy colour with a little bit of orange in it and some shimmer, and when you blend it out it's just so lovely. It just creates a really warm wash of colour on the lids which adds a bit of dimension. For some reason I have two mascaras to show you, and the first one is the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes, and I've probably spoken about this before because it is my favourite mascara, and my old one sort of dried up but I was trying to prolong it because I think £11 for a drugstore mascara is quite a lot, but I bought one in the end for prom and I just rekindled my love for it. It's just so amazing. It really lengthens your lashes and volumizes it, and I just think it's just a really nice, really black mascara which just does the job really well and makes my eyelashes really stand out. The next mascara is a little bit of a different one, and it's the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara, and this is just so diddy and cute and I love it. And I didn't used to use this that much because I only used to wear mascara on my top lashes, but now I've been wearing it a lot more on my bottom lashes to balance out wearing a bold lip because I do that quite a lot. So I've been reaching for this a lot of the time because it's just so easy to use and it coats your bottom lashes really nicely without smudging all over your under eye, and it just dries instantly, and it's just waterproof, which means that it's not going to smudge throughout the day in the heat, and I just think it's perfect. The brush is tiny, you can hardly see it, but that just means it's so easy to apply and it just coats each individual lash really easily without getting on the others and going clumpy. The last two makeup things are lip products, and one of them I showed you in my summer edit and one I didn't. So I'll show you that one first so I can just briefly go over it. And it is the Bourjois Colour Boost Lip Crayon, and this is in Orange Boost, and I just really like this because it's just so easy to throw on, and it's orange but it is a little bit pink on me. I don't know if that's to do with the pigmentation of my lips or just how it comes out, but I like it anyway because it's just a really nice coral colour, but it's quite sheer yet pigmented, which is strange. It just makes it very easy to apply while still adding a pop of colour to your lips. I think it's perfect for the daytime if you love wearing colourful lipsticks but can't really be bothered with the upkeep and making sure they haven't smudged or anything, because this one you don't really have to worry about too much. I find this keeps my lips really hydrated so I don't have to bother with a lip balm, and it's also SPF 15, which is great for the summer because it protects your lips from the sun and stops them from drying out even more. Lastly is a lipstick that I got the same time as my NARS bronzer because I wanted to try out some more NARS, and it is the NARS lipstick in the shade Toléde, and I think that's how you say it, I'm not really sure, but this is it, and you hardly get any product at all. I've probably used this about 5 times and it just looks like I've used half of it, but I really haven't. This is pretty much how it came, which is quite shocking and horrifying because it was £18.50, so I do wish you got more product, but either way I'm sure I will continue to repurchase it because it's such a lovely shade. I would say this is definitely my favourite nude lipstick at the moment because it is very pink toned, which is very different from my other nudes. This just sort of looks like your lips but better, and I don't really say that term too much, but that is definitely what it is. It just makes my lips look really done without being too much, and it's perfect for no makeup days or if I'm wearing a really smoky eye, just to finish off the look. It's different from my other nudes, which are all matte, because this is quite shiny and really moisturising, and it doesn't last the longest time on the lips, but I would say it lasts a good couple of hours, and I can notice it on my lips still a little bit after I've eaten, but you do have to reapply. So that's it for my favourites, everyone. I'll leave everything I mentioned in the down bar along with any reviews I've done on any of the products, and I will be doing reviews on most of the rest of the products soon, so do continue to check out my blog for them. And yeah, so leave any comments in the comments section along with your July favourites or anything like that, and do make sure to like this video if you liked it and if you like favourite videos, because sometimes I feel like it's a bit pointless me doing them because sometimes, like this month, I did mention quite a lot of the things in my summer edit, but do let me know if you like them all the same. And in case you hadn't already heard, I am going to be doing a video every day in August because I'm going back to college in September, and I just wanted to get as many videos in before then as I can because obviously I won't be able to do as many once I go back to school. So do leave video suggestions in the down bar. I have got quite a few ideas in mind, but obviously I want to film what you want to watch, so do let me know. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, do make sure to subscribe to see more of my videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!